What is up, and welcome to my channel. This is David J's Way. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. I need y'all not to come for the walls. I know you probably like, why does it look like it's under construction? It's because it is. But yeah, I'm gonna fix that soon. That's gonna be another video, so stay tuned for that one. Today I just wanted to talk about some different taboos with natural hair. And I think a lot of times you see and hear females, black women who are in the natural hair community who talk about it, and I don't see that many men talking about the natural hair community and being part of that movement. So I have done so many different styles over the years. I can't even keep count. I've had fros, I've had cornrows, I've had locks multiple times. I've had an S-curl. Anything you can think of. It wasn't like a Coming to America, like juicy in the back, leaving marks on your couch kind of S-curl. But yeah, I did have a texturizer at one point. Yeah, I would say that one of the biggest stereotypes, not even stereotypes, but taboos, is that black men can't have long hair unless it is in locks or braided. I think it's not very common that you see black men walking around with their hair long if it's not either in locks, which locks are really popular right now, have been for a while, wonderful looking style, or if you see the men with their hair cornrowed or braided up somehow. And of course there's different stereotypes within each of these categories, because you know, people have stereotypes that locks are dirty and unkept and things of that nature, which there are probably people out there with dirty, unkept locks, just like there's people out there who don't brush their hair in all different races. And so that's clearly not one of the standards that we're going to go by as far as whether or not a style is a good one or not. I myself washed my hair regularly when I had locks every time, and I maintained them, kept them twisted up, unless I was going for an unmaintained look. When I say unmaintained, I don't mean that I was out there looking like dude from Castaways, you know, just looking a hot mess and looking rough. When I say unmaintained, I just mean that I wasn't retwisting weekly, because I don't like that fresh scalp look when you can see a scalp and, you know, it looks like you got corn plats and stuff on your head. It looks like a field that's been raked or whatever. And I mean, to each their own. Some people love that look. For me, I tend to like the look where it's not as maintained, but I've done it both ways, and both ways have worked for me. So whatever works for you is what you do. I used to love when people would have cornrows, but I myself have only had cornrows maybe twice, 2 or 3 times in my life. Once was when I was getting ready to do a end of the year performance with my step team at my university. Before that performance, my mom braided my hair up, and then I think maybe 2 other times in my life I had my hair braided. Once while I was in Russia, had one of my friends braid me up, and ooh-wee. I can't do cornrows, y'all. I love the way they look, they're awesome, but every time I get braided up, I'm not even tender-headed like that, but my scalp is just super dry, gets super irritated, and so I can only leave braids in for a couple of days before my scalp is just irritated, itchy, mad at me, screaming at me. So yeah, I feel like the amount of time that you spend getting your hair done, especially when it's them nice, elaborate, cool looking cornrow patterns and stuff, it's just not worth the time or the money for me, because I can't leave it in long enough for it to even make an impression. But I love the way that they look. They're so clean and nice. But again, that's another stigma in society. You know, people look at cornrows, especially black men with cornrows. And then if you're like me and you're 6'4", you know, people tend to assume the worst about you. They think, oh, he's probably, you know, a thug or a gangster or something like that. And so it's so sad that our hair in the black community is looked at as a negative thing so often, whether it's dreadlocks, whether it's afros, whether it's cornrows, you know, it seems like the only time our hair is acceptable in a lot of spaces in society is when we are putting chemicals in it and straightening it, or unless we have a short fade, a cut or whatnot. And those things are fine too, you know. If you want a perm, then go on and get you a perm. If you want a short fade, then rock a fade, you know, whatever works for you. But I'm so happy and proud to see that there are so many people who are breaking against that mold now, and who are saying, you know what, society needs to accept me for who I am and for how the hair comes out of my scalp. I shouldn't have to conform to putting chemicals on my hair or styling my hair a certain way just to make you feel comfortable about me. My hair is not posing any physical threat to you, so why are you stereotyping me, putting me in a box and labeling me because of your preconceived notions associated with the hairstyle? Like, that's so annoying and so frustrating. So all of that to say that I guess it's funny when you say a guy being in the natural hair community, because I guess the majority of men's hair is natural. There are dudes that have perms and whatnot too, but yeah, I guess normally when people think of natural, they think of women, because women have been known to do the elaborate hairstyles and perms and things of that nature. And I guess now more men are growing their hair out longer, doing dreadlocks and braids and things of that nature. And so it's not as common to hear a guy use the term natural community or whatnot, but I feel like we don't need to be excluded. I feel like we can be a part of the natural community as well. It may look a little different, but hey, the community is a community because we're together. Instead of ostracizing people out, I feel like we need to embrace one another. So yeah, so obviously my hair right now is very short. Not too long ago I had locks and I cut them off. And as I said, I've been down a lock journey multiple times. I've had locks, you know, I started I've never done 2-strand twists, that's a lie. I started comb coils before and let my hair grow out for a little while with that. That was a tough journey though, because like I said, my hair is super dry, my scalp and stuff. So for me, I need to wash my hair regularly. And with comb coils, when your hair is short, and you have the comb coils, you can't just go and wash your hair and scrub all in your scalp the way that I like to and need to in order for my hair to feel clean and for my scalp to feel good. So for me, that method didn't work. Now, if your hair is longer and you do comb coils and it's not going to just wash out, then, you know, more power to you. And I know there's probably some people thinking like, oh, well, you can do the stocking cap and put a stocking cap over. I did that. But still, like I said, even with the stocking cap on, yes, you maintain your curls, and the comb coils, a word, I can't say it. They don't necessarily wash out, but I'm still not able to get in and scratch my scalp the way that I want to and need to, for me. So that method didn't last very long, and I think I cut my hair not long after starting that. Maybe I was a couple of months in. No, that's probably a lie. I probably made it about 6 or 8 months on that set of locks before I finally got tired of them and cut them off. Then after that, I was like, you know what? I did the baby lock phase. I did the, you know, teen phase with the locks and all of that. I went through the struggle. I went through the journey. I'm not doing that again. I want locks, but I'm not here for the process, for the journey. In that sense, I've done it once and it's my head. I can decide how I want it to go.